Let's start at the Seoul Central District Prosecutor's Office. Park Geun-hye is being questioned over the corruption scandal that shocked the nation and removed her from presidency. We connect to our Kim Ji-yeon right now. Ji-yeon, any possible word on the interrogation so far?
Well, Daniel, we're still waiting for more details about the interrogation, which is expected to continue well into the night. The session is now in its 10th hour, excluding the breaks for a lunch and dinner in between. There have been several briefings from this prosecutor's office. Prosecutors have said Park is answering questions and that she has given strong opinions on some of the 13 charges she's facing. Prosecutors also said they've already been able to ask 1/3 of the questions they've prepared. It's possible that Park was first asked about the allegations that she abused her power for personal gain and pressured conglomerates for donations in exchange for favors. Most critically, she's suspected of taking a bribe of around $40 million from Samsung Group, which is the charge that puts Samsung heir apparent Lee Jae-yong behind bars. If she's found guilty of bribery, that charge alone could result in Park being sentenced up to 10 years in prison. We've also been told that Park and her lawyers have refused to let prosecutors videotape or audio record the entire interrogation session. By law, prosecutors have the right to record interrogations with suspects, and Park was labeled a suspect by prosecutors and the independent counsel. But prosecutors said they've agreed not to record portions of the session in order to get more answers from Park, who they believe is more likely to cooperate with the camera on. Without the camera on. Daniel.
Well, it looks like it's going to be a long day. I can't help but feel that there's a certain aura of invincibility or confidence from Park Geun-hye. There are some saying that they should possibly arrest her given the nature of charges against the impeached president. Any word on that, Gia?
Well, that largely depends on the outcome of today's interrogation. Prosecutors have given the impression that they have gave special treatment for Park in agreeing not to record the whole interrogation. But if that's not the case, and if Park doesn't answer questions that are well within her capacity, prosecutors may seek an arrest warrant for Park given the severity of the charges she's facing. Already, some of Park's closest presidential aides are behind bars on suspicions that they've colluded with her on some of the charges against her. And prosecutors are not expected to question Park in the presence of her former aides or her longtime confidant Choi Soon-sil, all of whom have told authorities that they cannot participate due to personal reasons. But prosecutors have not provided further details on that. Back to you, Daniel.